Alright, so I just want to make it clear that I'm editing in some of the things that I could not get due to having to replay it in like a new game plus kind of thing. So here we go for it with a new brand new save file. Some of the articles you can read. There's only one thing I could tell for sure after taking the night shift as lookout. The children are all wearing those idiotic helmets. None of them look like they're sleeping, and I've never seen them eat either. Are they really human children? Isn't it possible that they're just mechanical dolls like Monokuma's? Well, regardless, whether they're humans or robots, they're devils in our eyes. The only difference is what liquid they bleed when we run them over. Or cut them dry. That's awful, We're talking about killing children here. The Conductor's 48 Hours. Odoriko Anaka, famous as the genius conductor, is regarded by the world as perfect, talented, extraordinary, and beautiful. However, she has a secret that she keeps from them all. The pinnacle of lyrical sexual prose, a fluttering melody of suffering and sadism. This novel seems pretty intense. Interested?
So vulgar.
Even with the S&M bits, it's beneath me. It's probably just some sloppily written wish fulfillment fan fiction garbage, aka 50 Shades of Grey. Oh, I'm sure it's not going that bad. No, it's definitely going to be that bad. I can feel the lack of talent from here. Any book with a title this bad has to be just as bad on the inside. Well, if the ultimate writing prodigy says it, I'm sure it's true. I wonder if this is a secret 50 Shades of Grey reference, kind of like how Persona 4 had a Twilight reference, somewhat. I don't know if that was just the localization team for Persona 4 having fun or not. Something to look into, I don't know. A tasty subject like S&M boiled down to this crap? A true masochist like me would do better. How did this even get published? They must really be getting desperate to put this out.
Which reminds me.
Hey, as a, true masochist, have you ever had that kind of experience? What? Like being tied up or suspended? There's no way I'd do such indecent things. But then, how do you know you're a masochist if you've never done that stuff before? Well, Komaru, there's different kind of masochists. There are those like me who love to do stuff that makes me feel like shit. And then there's those like Toko who's well, she pretty much does the exact same thing, although she really loves to be insulted by Byakuya. I'm not one of those. Isn't that like someone saying they love cigarettes, but they've never smoked before? You underestimate my imagination. Every spare moment I'm being stepped on, tied up, suspended by my master, in my head. You sound pretty proud about that.
But
that reminds me, one time I was really tied up and suspended.
Could it be?
Huh? By Byakuya?
no.
No, I don't even remember his name now. It was when I was in 3rd grade. Someone's lunch money got stolen and it somehow ended up in my desk. My classmates thought I did it, so they tied me up to the jungle gym with a garden hose.
So cruel.
That's horrible.
You're right.
At the time, I felt a tingling sensation. But I'm sure that's not related. No, that definitely sounds like a formative experience.
We're here. It's at this shrine.
We should get going.
Hey, Omaru, do you have a second?
Huh? Yeah.
Are you really sure this is okay? To end it like this? Running away?
You're asking this now? All this time I've been trying to escape. And not just that, I'm still worried about my dad and mom. What are you gonna do, Toko? Are you really gonna stay here?
Of course, I have to save Master Byakuya.
Right. Hey, what do you think, honestly? Is it better for me to stay in this city?
Why are you asking me?
I mean, if I go, you'll be alone. Toko, do you want me to stay?
You have no reason to worry about me. I'm capable of surviving on my own.
Yeah, you're right. When I'm around, I'm just a burden to you. Unlike me. You're truly amazing, Toko.
Hey, Omaru?
Hmm?
Sorry for getting you involved in all this.
Involved? What do you mean?
Nothing. Just leave before he changes his mind.
Alright, I think I know what was the issue of the audio recording, because a lot of this is mostly the issue with chapter 5, but the audio just got worse and worse as that chapter went on, until eventually my voice was not recording, but it was still picking up that some sound was supposed to be coming through, but yet my voice wasn't recording. I think it was because I kept muting my mic, and I was accidentally like messing around with the gain of the microphone. I think that was that's why it was so bad. But I'm gonna be recording most of chapter 5. But I've gotten all the way here. I played a brand new game. No previous save file to go off of. And this game is amazingly short once you take out the very long cutscenes. And I was playing on the train to work, and it's surprisingly harder on the Vita, in my opinion. Or maybe I'm just not used to that. Okay, but here's one of the articles that we can read. Children know this town better than I thought. I thought this place would be fine. I was confident that I would never be found. But as if they knew where I was hiding from the beginning, a Monokuma came and attacked me. I was just barely able to escape, but I couldn't save her. My wife was killed. She was torn apart, limb from limb. They cut off her skin and her flesh was everywhere. But I just ran away. I'm done for. There's no place to hide, no place to run in this city. It's true that your parents were cruel to you, but that doesn't mean you can kill all the adults. Again with that nonsense after all this? We are well aware that we are killing innocents.
But
this is war. When you're burning the enemy's country to the ground, do you stop to spare the good people? Even if we had years, we would never achieve our dream with that benevolence. But
demon.
Consider it fate. We were born and raised here. We were treated as if we weren't even human. Wouldn't it be a cruel twist of fate if we didn't fight back? But for you to just do to them what they've done to you.
Don't mess with me.
Perhaps you think we should have stayed subhuman? Just accepted it?
No.
No, not like that.
Hey.
Then you tell me, what should we have done? What was the right thing to do? What should we have done to earn the privilege of a normal, happy childhood?
Don't mess with me.
Oh, stop being such a drama queen. You could have relied on the police, on the government.
Don't mess with me.
Ever since we 5 were born in Towa City, our destiny was decided. No one can stop us. With all the children in this town, we will build an ideal paradise. With all the children in this town? You're talking about all those brats in the helmets? Of course, it's not just us, but also the Monokuma kids. All the children.
That's far too suspicious.
Funny that all the kids in this town just happen to have murderous intentions like you. Yeah, that's not normal. Perhaps I've said too much. I have nothing else to say to you. You cannot stop us now. Pretty bold for a shrimpy little brat like you to talk big. I don't care how unfortunate your childhoods were. Killing humans will never be okay.
Demon.
I didn't expect a demon to understand. Ah. I like getting hearts more frequently in this playthrough, and yet that still happens. It gives me hearts when I don't need it anymore. Alright, I'm gonna mute my mic because there's a lot of cutscenes. I'm gonna do it properly this time. I'm actually gonna turn off the commentary in my program instead of the mic.
This way. This is it.
Stairs?
This is the secret passageway we prepared in case of emergency. Go through here, and you can get outside the town. What are you doing? Hurry up and leave. Hey, what's the holdup? If you just go through here, you'll be outside of the city. Didn't you want to run away? Didn't you want to escape this town?
That's right, that's what I've always wanted. At least that's what I thought. Toko, is it really okay for me to go?
Do whatever you want. It has nothing to do with me. Not anymore.
Oh my. Seems like I made it just in time. Man, that was close. Truly a last-minute save.
You? Why are you here?
Why am I here? To persuade her to stay, of course. So that our boring and common protagonist, who has no distinct characteristics, doesn't just quit.
Huh?
Komaru Naegi, though you are normal, not an ultimate, or even a part of Future Foundation, I really do think quite poorly of the idea that you would abandon your friend and run off alone. Are you really going to just run away like this? Is your conscience clear?
Stop it! What are you saying? She's about to leave for good!
That would be quite bothersome for me, you know? That is why I must convince her to stay.
Huh?
It would be disappointing if she did not see the game through to the end, how it was meant to be.
Don't just go speaking your mind without permission! You're a servant! Listen to me. In order to see our paradise, this girl cannot stay here.
So then I must ask, which is more important to the Warriors of Hope? Paradise or the game?
What are you talking about? It's obviously...
The game, of course.
What?
You're a smart one. You must be at least vaguely aware. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sneaking about. You could have openly proposed a halt to these slayings to focus entirely on building paradise. And the reason you did not do exactly that, and are instead going behind their backs, is because you realize your favorite Miss Mage would choose the game over paradise. Do you know what you call someone who behaves like you're behaving? A traitor.
You're wrong. I care about them more than anyone. They all have high hopes for me. I mean, I am the leader.
Nagisa. Isn't it best if you just calm down a little? You can leave the rest to me.
Ugh.
Okay, I really think you should.
Damn it!
That's right. People who are not needed in this scene should go and make their exit.
What are you talking about?
I must admit, I am a little disappointed. When I heard that she was his little sister, I was intrigued.
His? Makoto? Do you know him?
Now listen, since I've planned the game out this far, I would like it to be completed. Of course, perhaps I am being somewhat unfair to you, Komaru. Rather, the one who disappointed me was Toko.
Huh?
Now perhaps I am mistaken, but I believe we made a promise. You were to escort her to headquarters.
Promise? Escort? What are you talking about?
Oh, I really think it should be Toko who answers that question. But if you continue to be silent, the story cannot progress. So I will speak. I made a deal with Toko. If she escorts you to the children's main base, I will release Byakuya Togami. Consider it exchanging hostages. The plan was to trade you and Byakuya.
What? What are you talking about?
And it was such a good deal, too. Why did it have to come to this?
That's a lie, right? You're lying right now, aren't you? You're just making it up.
If you believe it to be a lie, think back on when you two first met. When you first arrived at the hospital on your parachute, did you know why Toko turned up there? She came to save you because she was told where you would be landing. How else could you possibly explain such a contrived encounter? The reason Toko has been your companion through all this was because of her deal with me.
Lies! You're lying!
I went through considerable trouble making sure you would complete this little game, returning the hacking gun you had lost, having the Monokuma kids deliver items. That was me. Consider it game balance, as they say. You've thought about it before, I'm sure. Why enemies conveniently drop items. Why the path you must travel on to advance is always clear. The game began as a way for the children to have fun, but it was also a game to help you grow. And I am the one who made it that way.
Why me?
You mean, why was I so particular about choosing you? Well, that is all your brother's fault, of course.
Makoto?
He defeated Junko Enoshima, the one I truly hate. And I wasn't there to witness it. That's why, this time around, I wanted to see the action up close. And not only that, unlike him, an ultimate, you are a normal girl who can't do anything. That was particularly compelling. Her brother, a hero, the symbol of hope. The little sister, utterly boring by comparison. If someone like you were to stand against despair, that would bring hope to the people. Hope is exclusively found on the side of the weak, the losing side. People are touched by underdog stories, slaying Goliath, the weaker team winning a game. The majority of society is made up of the weak and untalented. They are inspired by such tales.
What are you saying?
If my assumptions are correct, you will release a light even brighter than his. And in order for that to happen, I need you to participate in my game. Through the game, you will grow, defeat the final boss, and become the hope for this town. That's why it would be quite disappointing if you give up halfway through. Please, save this town from despair. Show me your dazzling light of hope to crush despair!
What do you mean? I'm hope? I don't understand what you mean at all.
Ah, I see. So you still don't understand. I blame myself. I should have been more enthusiastic. But regardless, I truly do believe in you. No matter how big the despair, hope will always win in the end. That is why I feel no remorse becoming despair myself.
You're just as crazy as those kids. You must be insane.
Who cares about me? The more important thing is what you two are going to do now. I mean, now that Toko's lie has been uncovered.
Toko, please, just tell me the truth. What he's saying, it's a lie, right? That I'm gonna be traded for Byakuya, and you've been lying this whole time. That's gotta be a lie, right? Answer me, Toko!
Who would actually want to save someone like you? Of course it's not a lie.
What?
All this time, I was protecting you and cheering you up. It was all for the sake of Master Byakuya.
Toko...
That's right. I was deceiving you. And you just kept relying on me. Toko! Toko! Trusting me like an idiot. It's your fault.
I believed in you.
Well, you shouldn't have done that. Why would you believe in me? I have a split personality with a serial killer. I'm abnormal. All my life, nobody even tried to trust me. It's always been like that. That's why I've never had a problem lying to people. But regardless, why do you believe in someone like me?
Toko...
From the very start, I hated you. Just being with you was insufferable.
Lies. It's all lies.
I'm not lying. It's the truth. I tricked you from the start. You were a fool not to realize it. You're just a stupid idiot who got set up by the coward Toko Fukawa. Simple as that.
Ah, Toko. Don't you think that maybe your ranting isn't helping? If you put it like that, she will be even more motivated to leave you behind, will she not? If you want to stop her, you've got to try harder. Byakuya is important to you, right?
Guess there's no other way. By force if I have to.
Force? Gotta kill! Kill, 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 kill! Oh, I got no choice. I gotta start the slicing! Toko!
Yes, we are going to fight Genocide Jack.
If you don't get serious, I'm seriously gonna kill you! Stop it already, Toko!
I won't let you escape, Komaru Naegi. It would be troublesome if you did not play your role.
Future Foundation made that stun gun. Yes! It works on the stun gun!
Yes.
If you don't defeat me, you'll never be able to leave this town. See?
Basically,
Now what are you gonna do?
we have no means of fighting her until she pulls out that stun gun, because our gun is only good against machines. Unfortunately, it's only just 3 batteries we have to deplete, and not 4 like I have her equipped with.
To survive, you have to sacrifice something. Whether it's school or the outside world,
It's all the same.
Yeah, much like with the Kotoko battle, she will be cutting off your clothes.
If you don't get serious...
Huh. That's strange. Even with the hacking gun, Komaru should be easily outmatched by Toko.
If you don't defeat me, you'll never be able to leave this...
Right!
Ah, she lost consciousness.
Toko.
Oh, I lost consciousness. That means I must have lost. If that's the case, I can't stop you now. Hurry up and run! What are you doing? If you don't hurry, next time I really will take you by force.
You did it on purpose, didn't you? You lost on purpose.
Huh?
You lost on purpose so you can let me go. Right? Saying cruel things to me and attacking me without warning? It was an act, wasn't it? So that I wouldn't hesitate to leave you here.
What are you talking about? Why would you think that?
Don't treat me like an idiot. I already know you're much stronger than I am. We've been together all this time. Toko, why?
If things stayed the same, you never would have made a move, would you? You always made me decide. You didn't do anything on your own.
So you wanted to give me a chance?
I was with you all this time, you know? I know you well, too. And also, listening to this crazy idiot's orders just makes my skin crawl. Hope. It sounds disgusting when you say it.
Well, that is completely understandable. But are you really okay with this? If Miss Komaru runs away, the safety of the hostage cannot be guaranteed. Well, personally, it's for the sake of the game. Byakuya Togami is important to you, is he not? Then allow me to lend a hand. See, you'll still make it if you go now.
Toko! Don't go near me! You... Run!
Don't get your blood on my glasses. I'm the Cinderella of the Slaughter Flower Garden. Please! Please stop! Blah, 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 blah. Shut the hell up, you lanky, wavy-haired bastard!
All right. Even though you two share knowledge, you don't share memories, correct? So then, you have no idea who the real enemy is. An honest mistake, I suppose.
Idiot! It's no mistake. What I share with her isn't just knowledge. She and I also share emotions. If we didn't, there's no way we'd both love Master. And my emotions are telling me this. To kill you and let Komaru escape. And you're something of a pretty boy yourself, so I can kill you as I like. No remorse.
I see. So you've decided to stop taking advantage of Komaru Naegi. Is that friendship?
Huh?
To travel the harsher path. for the sake of protecting your friend. Such beautiful friendship. I truly think it's a splendid thing. But aren't you a serial killer? You're an aberrant who has no problem taking lives to satiate your own lusts. For someone like that to say things like friendship or friends, do you not find it strange? Or even shameful?
I can't breathe! Friendship! Friends! Obviously friggin' not. How you calling my friend?
No! You're my friend!
What are you doing? Let go!
No, I won't! I mean, you made a promise with Byakuya, right? You said you won't kill anyone anymore. If you keep your promise, you can be an official member of Future Foundation. That's why you just can't. I never thought of you or Toko as abnormal, not even one bit. You're just a little strange, that's all. But even so, you are important to me. You and I are friends now, no matter what happens. You're a precious friend and I won't let you do this!
You know, you're probably wasting your time. I mean, after all, she knows she needs to kill me. Byakuya's life is in danger as long as I am alive. If she breaks the promise we made and lets you escape...
I'll stay. If that's how it is. If I stay in the city and go with her, then it's fine, right?
That's right.
Hey! You know what the hell you're talking about? You were crying and whining about escaping earlier, remember? Now what? You change your mind?
I still want to escape! I'm still scared! Even now, but you feel the same way, don't you? You were scared too, but you tried to help me escape. And hid how afraid you really were inside, didn't you? There's no way I can run now, leaving you behind!
As expected. You just don't get it. I betrayed you. I betrayed you, you know?
No, you didn't. And you're suffering from guilt, aren't you? If you're hurting, you can tell me. I'm an unreliable, normal girl who can't do anything. But I can at least do normal things, right? And it's normal for a friend to help a friend. I'll stay. No matter how much you say no, I will definitely stay with you, all right? I've decided.
Man, so annoying. All that lip service talk that I hate, so damn irritating. Anybody can just say something. In that case, I'm a great detective, an astronaut, a reporter, and a Terra super beauty. And besides, you have absolutely no idea what I'm really like.
What do you mean?
There's no way I'd say no. Huh? Rather... Thanks.
Toko! Oh. So, about what just happened.
It's all right. I kind of figured out what was happening.
Huh? Really?
Friend? The last time I was called that was in a dream I had in grade school.
That's pretty depressing.
Well, you're actually one of many friends that I have, so you don't have to take it that seriously.
You bring that up now? Let me have this moment a bit longer, jeez!
Well, guess it turned out
So
all
not
right.
funny!
If Komaru Naegi had run away, the hope of this city would have gone with her. To prevent that, a wound like this will not diminish my resolve. Though it does hurt.
It's time you started talking. How do we release Master Byakuya?
All you have to do is defeat the final boss. You saved the princess after defeating the final boss, right? In theory.
In theory?
I was not the only one who came up with the plan to take you to the children's base. I have a partner, but I'm not sure what they are planning, to be honest.
Who is that?
There's no way I would tell you that. I have already been disqualified from the game, but it'll be all right. No matter what kind of despair awaits you, hope will overcome it. The deeper and darker the despair, the brighter and more powerful the hope born from it.
Yeah, you're crazy, all right.
You are seriously disgusting. You're like 3 steps below vomit in a toilet.
Anyway, all you need to do is progress forward. I will support you until the very end.
So in order to get back Byakuya, we need to stop the children's rioting, right? Then I'll do it. There's no other choice. Right, Toko?
But are you sure you can do this?
There's no way I can accept leaving you behind. Thanks to you, I've come this far. And not just that. Maybe I'm not really attached to this town, but I will save my friend.
Komaru.
Oh, and one more thing. I have a little hint for you. The building the children are using as a headquarters is called Towa Hills. Marching in there with just the 2 of you would be a bit suicidal. Monokumas have dug in all around Towa Hills. Even you 2 would have trouble with that many.
Then what do we need to do?
Well, we could ask for help from Shirokuma and Haichi.
Their help?
They want to stop the children as much as we do. Shirokuma said it too. If we work together, everyone can be saved. And everyone's happy, right?
What? Where did that come from? Now's not the time for heroics.
But I think you and I can do it. It's going to be all right.
Such splendid growth. Your world has gradually grown wider. As expected of his little sister. My judgment was indeed correct. That reminds me. The Resistance base is in the sewers underground, correct? In that case, there should be an entrance to the subway if you go through the business district. As I recall, there was a blue building. If you move through there, you'll reach the base.
You're sending us on a pretty specific path. Is this also part of your scheme?
I would prefer that you think of it as support. It is information that will help you.
Well, it doesn't matter what you're scheming. Master and Komaru, I'll protect them both. Even if it takes my life.
Do your best. Defeat despair. That's it. Just a little longer. Just a little longer, and that light of hope will swallow the despair of this place. I can't wait. So upset over something like this. You really are a child.
that's over. Can we go back? Nope, of course not. Otherwise we run into that robot.
Komaru, thank you.
Huh? Saying it so plainly like that. It's actually kind of refreshing.
Yeah, for me too. I've never really thanked anyone before.
Okay, that sounds like a problem.
I'm gonna double check, make sure everything's saved just fine. Recorded just fine, actually. So I will be back in a bit.